trust the first time he speaks and then move forward and have an intimacy in that, to be able to really say, like, I love him, he loves me, and I trust him. Hello, family. I just got off work and Facebook was showing me a reminder of a story, and I was 2 years ago around this time, and it was on the topic of knowing God's identity and fullness, and like how short-sighted we are, and how like we think we put a deadline and a timeline on, like, oh, if he hasn't shown me who he is the past 5 years that I've been saved, or the past 7 years or whatever that I've been saved, then, you know, there's literally nothing more that he could be. And that's a lie, right? Like, and I was saying in the video, and now that even as I'm thinking about it now, like just being reminded that, like, my mama and daddy, I don't know them in fullness. I've only known them for the short 26 years, about to be 27 years of my life, right? And they're in their 50s. And there's like just more to them than being my mama and daddy, right? They were God's children, and then they were my grandparents' children, and then they became my parents. And so there was different, just for lack of words, there's so many other different identities that they held on to, like exposed to things that I'd never seen and stuff like that. Like, there's ways about them that I do not know. Even my sister, I've known her for the entirety of my life, but only what was shared, like the spaces we shared, right? The ways that we were raised, yeah, okay, but like she has different friends, she has different relationships in her life. Just the way we even processed information growing up was very different people. But again, what I saw and see is not even the fullness of her identity. So I think about God, and I think about, like, girl, I barely made it across that first quarter. I've made it across the first quarter if I'm seeking out 100 years, or even going to that 120, right? I don't know him in fullness. He's still showing me new aspects of himself every single day. The new mercies every morning. He's showing me his faithfulness. Like, him showing me his faithfulness over 5 years is very different from him showing me his faithfulness over a period of 10, over a period of 50, over a lifetime. Like, we ourselves don't even know when we're gonna die, let alone talking about who is God. Our life's mission is the call in our souls that we either answer or we don't answer, to seek him out, but also like partner with him for the remainder of our days. And I'm even speaking to myself, not from, like, I'm doing this video for myself because I love to like reflect and do like the vlogging journals for myself, because it really does stir me spiritually when I look back and I'm encouraged by testimony or revelation that, you know, I might need to revisit in the future, to say, like, girl, you like, look back to what you know, right? I'm thankful to be in a place where he's speaking once and trusting that I'm gonna hold fast to that, or at least teaching me to hold fast to that. To know a God that has still allowed me to partner with him in the redeeming plot known as the Great Commission, the redemptive story of the world. Jesus died for our sins, and now we are able to look to him and aspire to see God's kingdom in his original design enacted here on the earth. That underlying plot to everything we ever watch, everything we ever read, that good versus evil stuff, it's like that overarching redemption arc. We're living in it. We're living in it. So what we gotta do? And I want to partner with him even as I still have questions and I'm still learning with this desire for intimacy. Help me, Lord.
I like the way you move with your soul out, making it apparent you know who you are. I said I know some people lost cause they sold out, wanted to see heaven, they settled for stars.